Robert has a question about split screens. He seems to have trouble using both the pre-made templates as well as making his own. So he would like to get some help on that. Let's see if we can help him out. Robert didn't specify specifically what things he's struggling with when using split screens. And I've done a number of custom split screen tutorials, but in this case, I think we just want to cover some of the basics. So let's do that. We're going to use the templates in this episode. So to get a split screen, we would click on templates. And there are many different types of templates, and we're going to cover just the basics here. So we're going to take one of these. Although they have some very cool ones, they operate kind of the same way. They come with their own animations and so forth. But I think we need to start with just the basic ones. So we're going to take one that just has two videos. So the first step is to just grab the one that you want and drag it down to the timeline. The default length for a split screen is 5 seconds. Now you can, and you notice that I'm using the left mouse button just to move back and forth here to zoom in and zoom out on the timeline to make more space. But you can lengthen and shorten it depending on what it is that you want or how much video material you want to show on the split screen. I'm just going to operate on the default length here, but just know that you can lengthen and shorten it to meet your needs. With the split screen on the timeline, we are now ready to drop our video clips into the various slots. And that all depends, of course, upon which split screen you chose. So I'm just going to go up here to my media, and I'm going to take 2 clips, one for each box. Now the easiest way to drop them into the split screen is just to drag them over. So I got one here that's 18 seconds long, and I'm going to drop that right there. And now I have it available. And this other one here is 2 minutes and 31 seconds. So obviously these 2 clips are not the same length. If you dragged it out to 2 minutes and 31 seconds, so this thing could play the whole clip, then this one would sit still after 18 seconds, which wouldn't be very exciting. Okay, so the first and most important tenet, you might say, of split screens is that no matter what type of split screen you choose, your original video clip is going to be cropped. That means it's going to be cut down in size, and it's not going to show everything because it's not the same shape as what your video clip is. So that means that you need to make adjustments to make sure that what you want to show is actually within the portal that shows that particular video clip. The video clips come with animation built in. And so when you're editing your material, you want to make sure that you're operating within the range where they're all visible. Each split screen has its own set of tools. So you can increase the size of one, you can move it around. There are certain things you can do just by clicking on it and move it around like this, but we're not going to use that method. So where are the tools that allow us to work on this, to center the video clip the way we want it, and zoom in, zoom out, all those other things that we want to do? You can do it in 2 different ways. Down here on the timeline, you can right-click and you can go to Advanced Edit, and that will bring up this Advanced Edit split screen. Now, this Advanced Split has everything that you need or use or want to use, and including importing it. Now I've already shown you the easiest way to do it is just to drag them over and drop them, but you could also import your media files directly into this. So this is another way to do it, and I think it's kind of redundant. Importing with the Instant Cutter tool will allow you to select the 5-second of that video clip that you want to use. Or if you have a 10-second video clip, you choose 10 seconds, and that would drop it in. But we're not going to go through that right now. We're going to assume that you've imported, and we're working on a basic level, and we're going to assume you've already imported your video clips into the resource panel, the media panel, before you start adding split screens to the timeline. Just know that there are tools here for importing it right here. Okay, so what are we looking at in here? First of all, I did show you that by left clicking on the timeline, I can zoom in, zoom out. The one thing that is most important to you is this dotted line here. This is the length of the split screen duration. I showed you on the screen down here that you could stretch it out and make it smaller. If you do so, then this dotted line will appear at whatever new duration you have set up. Now, I don't know if there's a workaround to this issue, but the playhead, which is this thing that will go from the beginning of the clip, it will not move beyond the dotted line. So there's really no way to review what is in here that I know about. So I think you need to have kind of a good idea of what portion of the clip that you want to use within the split screen. And you can shorten it. You can simply just grab this and shorten it up. And this X'd out, or this area right here, is what is going to be shown. So now I'm doing another portion of the clip here. The point of this is you want to make sure that the portion of the clip that you have on the split screen is within this time frame that it's going to be playing. And so you can trim what's in front here and use what's at the back end of the video clip. Just make sure that you've got it covered up to the dotted line. I'm rambling here, but the point is you basically want to make sure that the segment of the video clip that you want to show is actually within this 5-second spread here. And that means that you may want to cut off something in the front. So hopefully you'll have a good idea of what portion of the clip you want to use before you stick it in there. Next, let's talk about making sure that what you want to show is centered in the screen. In other words, we can click on something here and we can move it around. We can do that without being into the advanced mode, because we can simply click on it here and move it around. And remember, when we click on it, we get this little menu bar coming up. And this is the zoom. Here we can zoom in, and this will allow us to just center exactly what we want to show. And so there we go, like that. Click on it, get the menu up, decide whether you want to have the sound on or not. Use this button to get into the advanced edit mode, or right click here to get into the advanced edit mode. And the advanced edit mode can give you a little more precision on what you want to show just by clicking on the video tab here. Now you get all the same tools that you have over here. These tools that are shown here, this is for the entire split screen. It's not just for the individual clips. So if you need to adjust something specifically and very tightly, you might want to be in here in the advanced split screen edit, and then go to video, and now you can change the position. And again, keep in mind that the tools that you see here apply only to the clip that you've selected, either selecting it by clicking on it down here in the bar. And you can see when I click this, we now have the outline here. This is selected. The other way to select it is simply just click it over there. Since this is mostly about how to use the split screens, I'm not going to get into a lot of details on these particular tools. You should be familiar with them through your regular editing. But just touch on them briefly. This is a method that you can use to scale. This is a method you can use to position something. X is sideways, Y is up and down. And if you have a picture that's crooked, or for some reason you want to make it crooked, you can rotate this like so, or you can just slide across with the mouse and it will adjust. So those are tools that you have. If you didn't want it to be adjusted, you can just type the value in there, and now you're back to 0. You have all the other usual tools that you also have over here. You can adjust the audio, you can adjust the color, the animation. These are just the regular tools, but they would apply to the particular window that you've clicked on. Okay, I think that's enough about this. These are all the basic tools you need to know how to use split screens. I do better when you ask a specific question, so if there is a particular issue you're having with split screens, just post that question and we can easily demonstrate for you how to resolve the problem that you're having.